welcome back. Happy New Year. Today I'm going to share with you my top 17 favorite products from the year 2017. This video is inspired by Sam and Nick from PHILICIA'S. I just recently watched a video of theirs where they talked about their top 17 favorite products, and so I thought I would follow suit and make my own video. So I have 17 items that I'm going to share with you guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I think probably the number one product for me, what I would consider like an amazing product for me, would have to be the Indian Healing Clay. This is from Aztec Secret. I saw a video on Instagram from Farah Dukai, I believe is her name. She also has a YouTube. She made a face mask out of this with apple cider vinegar, and it just seemed really intriguing to me, and I did some research and found out that this stuff is amazing. Now, I don't know if you guys remember, but last year in the spring into early summer, I had a rash on my chin. Now, I get this rash on my chin every year. It never fails. It always pops up in the spring, but it only lasts for about a month. Well, this last year, this persisted for about 4 months. And I started to get to the point where I was just really agitated. I was going to go see a doctor about it. And then I saw that video and I thought, what do I have to lose? So I tried it, and I am not kidding you guys. Overnight, this took care of the rash on my chin. In all fairness, the rash was beginning to go away, but it was still there. But when I used this, I woke up the next morning and I had just a little bit of pink on my chin, and that was it. Like, all the dry skin was gone. It was almost like it just completely healed up overnight. So for me, this has been sort of a saving grace for my skin. I will link down below the video that I made using this Aztec clay, because in that video I also posted some links for anyone that's interested in learning a little bit more about that. But I have to say, for the year 2017, this was by far the standout product for me. Another face product that I just discovered in the month of November when I went to Ohio for Thanksgiving was this face wash by Origins. It's called By All Greens. It's a foaming deep cleansing mask with green tea, spirulina, and spinach. This is a cool little idea for a face mask. Some people might call it gimmicky, whatever. Sometimes I like gimmicky, but what you do with this is you apply it to your face dry, you wait for it to foam up, and then you wash it off. I used my Clarisonic with this. I haven't had any issues. The one thing I will say is, in Georgia the last couple weeks, it has been really cold here. So I find that when I'm using this, it leaves my face feeling a little bit dry. When I first got this, it was warmer outside. I didn't have any issues with dryness or pulling, but I just noticed in the last couple weeks just a little bit of pulling. Now, I did use this the other day without my Clarisonic, and that sort of pulling feeling wasn't as bad. But I still think this is awesome. I still use it. It has not dried my skin out. I haven't had any flaking or peeling, so I'll continue to use this. If something happens in the next couple weeks or a month or so, and I notice dryness on my face, I will let you guys know. But so far, so good. Also, I have combination skin, so I'm a little bit oily and a little bit dry, a little bit normal. I feel like if you're really super oily, this might work out really nice for you. If you're really over the top dry, you may want to wait until summer to try this. But again, I haven't noticed any drying out on my skin, no flaky skin, no dry patches, none of that. I have a couple face products here, and then we'll sort of get into makeup. This next item is Embryolisse. This is a face moisturizer. It can also be used as a primer. I wanted to try this for the longest time. Sam and Nick from PHILICIA'S sort of introduced me to this, like we know each other. They called me and said, hey, Felicia, you really need to try this stuff. I saw them use this years ago. Wasn't sure how to buy this years ago, so I just kind of put it on the back burner, and then I saw that Beautylish carried it, and so I decided to go ahead and purchase it. This little tube was $16. But I really like it a lot. It doesn't feel heavy on my face. It doesn't make my face feel oily. It does wear nicely under makeup. I haven't noticed my foundation breaking up after I use this. I feel like this is just a very good all-around moisturizer slash primer for your skin. When this tube is empty, I'm going to order the big one because I just really like it that much. As a matter of fact, I have a brand new container of an Origins moisturizer sitting on my desk, and instead of reaching for that, I reach for this because I just like it that much. This is recent, and I wish that I would not have put this on my bed because it fell over and it leaked a little bit. This is the Olay Luminous Micellar Water with Rice Bran Extract. Advanced Tone Perfecting. Does this have... I just want to make sure before I go opening my mouth. Alright, it doesn't look like there's any alcohol in this. I don't understand why companies will make a product like this and then put alcohol in it. I just don't understand it. This feels so nice on my skin. Doesn't make my skin feel dry. I normally use the Garnier water, micellar water, but I wanted to try this one. And honestly, I like this one better than the Garnier. It has a nice little top here to it. You put your cotton ball or pad on the top and you push down and it dispenses the product into your cotton pad. I really like this a lot. This is probably something that I will continue to purchase. I've also taken my makeup off with this and I think it does an amazing job. I don't use waterproof anything, so as far as waterproof, I have no idea how it would work on, you know, waterproof mascara. But I do use products that do set on my eyes, like my paint pots and gel liner, and this takes care of it no problem. And I think price-wise, I think this is the same as the Garnier, maybe like $1 more. I got it at Walmart. I think it was either $8 or $9. Now I can't remember. But anyway, it's right around the same price as the Garnier Micellar Water. Alright, there's no way that I could do a top 17 and not include this item. This has been like hands down best eyeshadow palette of 2017 for me. The Naked Urban, oh my god! The Urban Decay Naked Heat palette. This has probably been my most used palette of 2017. My friend Beth got me this for my birthday, and I just adore this palette so much. The colors are beautiful. They're perfect for the season. Actually, in my opinion, this is an awesome palette all year round. You want to do those sort of summer, sultry sunset looks, you can achieve that with this palette. If you want to do those sort of rich, sort of raisiny, dark orange colors for winter, I mean, this is just an excellent palette. If you've been on the fence about it, I would encourage you to just go ahead and get it. Try it out. You can always return it if you hate it. But I think that if you take the leap and you buy it and you try it, you're going to love it because I really, 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 what do you need? Oh! Hi! What are you doing here? Yes, Gaga. Oh, you snotted on my face.
That's pretty funny.
Oh, nasty puppy.
Hi.
Hi. How are you?
You're bad. Bad. Lay down.
I didn't even hear you sneak in the door.
Lay down.
You're sneaky.
I am sneaky. Good boy. Good boy.
Do you want to say hi? Say hi. It's the first video of 2018. Yeah.
I like your hair.
You do?
It's very curly.
It's fancy.
Very nice.
I like it.
It's reminiscent of Jacqueline Smith from Charlie's Angels.
Really? You're so funny. Hey, since I'm all fancied up, maybe you could take me to lunch.
You look good.
Thanks, man.
I like your hair.
Thanks.
I mean, that's really what you did with it. That's awesome.
Thanks.
Don't look like you crawled out from under the rock anymore.
Nice. Get out of my room.
Come out here. Come on, you coming, dog?
No, because he'll bust in.
See that? Take that puppy.
Nice.
Love you.
Love you. The man is home early from work. It is only 11 o'clock. All right, what was I think was I done talking about this? Anyway, this is probably hands down my most favorite palette of 2017. I would have to say, because it's just that awesome. And it is very, very, very hard for me to pick any favorite eyeshadow, let alone a brand. But that palette is just, I mean, when I think of colors that just give me good feelings, it's that palette. Come on. Speaking of favorites, that is my favorite. He was another highlight of 2017. I told you he'd be back.
You don't care about me.
Yes. He likes laying on my big polar bear pullover. Okay, onward. Ooh, speaking of eye products, if you have not tried these, Stila Magnificent Metals. Beautiful. The only thing about these is you will get a little bit of fall down. I can deal with the fall down because the effect that these give your eyelids is just, it's gorgeous in my opinion. These are, I think they're $24 a piece. You get, I don't know, who cares about that? I feel like, you know what I feel like? I feel like some people, they put a little too much emphasis on grams and ounces and all that stuff. If it's a product that you like and you don't mind spending the money, then what does it matter, right? So I don't know how many ounces these are. I don't care. All I know is that I really like them. I have Smoldering Satin, Kitten Karma, and Rose Gold Retro. I use Rose Gold Retro probably the most. Matter of fact, I use it a lot with this palette, and I get a really pretty look with that. This is another product that is ridiculously expensive. I don't understand why. I mean, that's what happens when you get tackled. But tackled in a good way. It was a nice surprise to see him. I don't want to make it seem like I'm annoyed. Anyway, this should not cost as much as it does. But I'm going to be stupid and I will repurchase it because I like the color. This is the Kevin Aquan Sculpting Powder. Mine is in medium. I use this all the time. I'm not kidding you, all the time. It's really very pigmented. A little goes a long way. And that is the little dent that I have made in this. Now, I think I've had this, I think I ordered this in August, maybe July, I can't remember. But I use this almost every time I do my face. I don't contour, I just use it as my bronzer, but I like it because it's more on the ashy side, it's more of a cooler toned. The way that you can tell between cool and warm, usually warm toned anything has like orangey reddish undertones. Typically anything that is cool toned is more sort of like yellowish olive undertone. But if you like to contour, this would be amazing for contouring as well. Just for reference, I am an NC20 to an NC25 in MAC foundations. Oh, this highlighter. This one, you know what's funny is I have 4 million highlighters. And the funny thing about it is half of the highlighters I own were given to me. I didn't buy them. I don't need to ever purchase another highlighter again, ever in existence, ever. I could seriously live off of what I have in my drawers because I have that many. But this one stood out to me. I bought this one obviously in 2017. It's from Makeup Revolution. It's the Skin Kiss Highlighter in Peach Kiss. And this is just a beautiful, if we can get a focus, this is just a beautiful highlighter. I like the sort of peachy, slight hint of pink to this. It's gorgeous on the cheeks. I've worn this on my eyes. I've worn this as an inner corner highlight on my eyes. I just think this is all around a beautiful product. And it's cheap. I'm pretty sure that most of you could probably guess that this was going to be in my favorites. L'Oreal Lash Paradise, hands down my most favorite mascara. I use it every day. Well, every time I do my makeup. It is my all-time favorite. I just discovered it in 2017. This is already my 3rd or 4th tube of this. I won't be without this. I guess this is supposed to be sort of reminiscent of the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, I don't know. I just know that I really like it a lot. It grabs my lashes, it coats them nicely. I get volume with this, I get length with this. I just really like how it makes my lashes look. So for me, this is a definite must from now until I find my next favorite. But I have a feeling that this will be my mascara of choice for a very long time. And then this was new for me, is the Tarte Shape Tape. Now, I still very much like my MAC Pro Longwear concealer. That will probably always be my favorite. But as far as convenience goes, I would choose this one just because you open it, it's got the doe foot applicator on it. It's really big, that's the only thing. I'm not one of those people that does that massive triangle and puts it all over my face. I literally just dot it a couple times here and then I spread it around. That's the one good thing about this. It's a little bit on the thick side, so in my opinion it doesn't take much. That's why I don't understand, like when I watch those videos and girls are applying this and they're just going to town, I'm like, oh my god, they must be blending forever. because even just 2 dots of this, I mean, I'm really using my brush to blend it in, and then I go over it with a sponge to make sure that it's set nicely. But this is a very, very nice concealer. I would recommend this. I also recommend the MAC Pro Longwear. It's just with the Pro Longwear, that one is also very pigmented as well, but it has a little pump, and unless you, like, I feel like I've mastered the Pro Longwear pump. I know when to stop, how far down to push it, but if you're newer to MAC Pro Longwear and you give yourself one whole pump, that would be enough for your entire face. So, but if you didn't want to mess with a pump and a glass tube, check into Tarte Shape Tape. It is awesome. This one I was kind of late to the party on, but I'm glad that I went ahead and decided to try it out. It's the Laura Mercier Translucent Face Powder. Translucent Loose Setting Powder. Face powder. It's a face powder. My hair is driving me nuts, and this earring is irritating my ear. Why do I like this? It's not because I do the baking thing. You guys know I don't do that. You know I don't pile on loads of face powder. I like this because it makes my skin look like my skin. I feel like this leaves a nice satin finish and just an all-around really good powder. I would recommend this. It's a bit on the pricey side. This was like $38, but this is gonna last me until the end of this year. There's so much in there. And then this is a recent purchase, actually from November. It's a wet brush, and I never in a million years thought that I would be able to brush my hair out with this thing. When I first looked at it, I was like, this is so flimsy. There's no way I'm going to be able to get this brush through my hair, let alone get rid of like the tangles and the snarls. This brush motors through my hair. It does a really good job of getting the knots out. It's just as good as my wide tooth comb. Who would have thought to brush your hair when it's wet? I was always told you don't ever brush your hair when it's wet, right? Because it's just not good for your hair. But these bristles are so forgiving. See that? They're not stiff, they move with your hair, but they also do a really good job of sort of getting through it. All right, this is from Makeup Revolution. It is one of the liquid highlighters. This one is called Champagne. This was, I think, $8. This reminds me of all of the other liquid highlighters out there that companies are charging tons and tons of money for. Doesn't take much of this. When I do use it, I just put maybe 1 or 2 dots here, use my finger to push it in, and it looks beautiful. I've seen people just squirt this stuff all over their face. I've seen them mix it in with their foundation. So if that's something that you like to do, but you're also on a budget, definitely check this out. It's the Makeup Revolution Liquid Highlighter. Alright, I have another eye product here that I'm going to share with you guys. This is from Charlotte Tilbury. It's one of the Eyes to Memorize. The color of this is Bets. This was actually a gift from my friend Vanda for Christmas last year. And this is sort of like my go-to when I just want to do something really quick on my eyes. And you guys know I'm not the quickest person when it comes to my eyes. I really like to take my time. But when I literally have 10 minutes, this is beautiful. Just use your finger, press it in across your eyelid, and you're good to go. A little bit of mascara, but it is a beautiful color. You can get this on Beautylish. I think these are like $32. I can't remember. There's another one that I want from Charlotte Tilbury, and I cannot off the top of my head remember the color. It's kind of like a pinky champagne. It's really very pretty, but these are really nice if you just want to do a quick look, if you want a one and done, if you want to use it as a nice base. It sets beautifully and it wears well all day. And then you guys have seen me use this quite a bit in quite a few videos. I have talked about how much I really like this. This is from Hard Candy. It's one of the Color Correct Cushion Wonders. This one is in, holy cow, I got reading glasses finally. I should have them on because I cannot read this. Neutralizer. It's a peach colored corrector. This is awesome for anyone that has any pink or blue. This is awesome for anyone that has any purple or blue discoloration in the corners of their eyes or even on your eyelid. I like the look that this leaves. Again, I can use it for color correcting, and then I can put concealer over the top. Or if I have a day where I don't have a lot to correct, but I just want a more natural look without the look of actual concealer, I'll use this. I just think it works beautifully. It's very inexpensive. It's a good product. For those of you that have skin tone like mine, and again for reference, I'm an NC20 to an NC25, and you're looking for a good corrector, check this out. I really like how it looks on my skin. It just leaves a natural finish. Like, it takes care of the discoloration, but it just makes my skin look like my skin, and any product that can do that is a-okay in my book. So that is it for my 17 of 17. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. If you have any questions about any of the products that I use, please feel free to leave that down in the description box. Also share with me some of your favorite products that you discovered in the year 2017, and if there's something that you think I should look into. So that's it, you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Have a great day, and I will see you all again very soon. Bye.